Hi, Libra Anarchy, responding to the I-Corps, otherwise known as High Priest Vinger Aznaz Satanis of the Cult of Cthulhu, and if I pronounced anything wrong, I apologize. I can never pronounce any Lovecraftian anything. Um, I just wanted to make some comments about your points. Um, as far as, say, the idea of having, say, a conscience, having like empathy and compassion, and okay, um, I there's a lot of people who draw who draw a false dichotomy. Jesus Christ. Between selfishness and altruism. Like, selfishness is over here, altruism is over here. And I see a misconception on the part of some who think that if you're left hand, if you're primarily out for your own benefit, if you are a selfish person, then you have to just not think about other people or something. And so Satanism to a lot of people is rather uncompassionate, or other left-hand paths are uncompassionate in the minds of a lot of people. And to me, I think one of the most compassionate things you can do is stay the hell out of other people's lives and let them make their own decisions, let them shoot themselves in the foot, make their mistake. Okay, there's an opportunity for growth. And one of the most uncompassionate things that you can do is to meddle in other people's decision making. And I know that you're not advocating this. I'm kind of jumping off of what you're saying. And, most oftentimes it's the most meddlesome people who are the most insecure. They're usually not doing it for the other person. They're usually doing it for themselves anyway. But they won't admit it to themselves, right? So, well, to me, I don't think empathy, compassion, even philanthropy. Now, altruism, if you study the roots of the word altruism in St. Augustine, okay, altruism is not left hand. It's giving for nothing in return, really. It's self-sacrifice. Now, that's not left hand at all. That's just stupid, in my opinion. I mean, I don't want to offend any altruistic people, but to me that's stupid. But even something like philanthropy, somebody can say, well, I'm doing this because in return I will get a society that I prefer to live in, or something like that. Um, if I fund a hospital, I'm making a society where people will be more well and thus happier, and thus I'm, going to, I'm going to feel good about myself, and somebody is, let's, uh, let's say it's a charitable thing, and, a nonprofit, and so somebody's going to be well so they can get a job, so they can not mooch off of the system, hence the rest of us. Okay, something like that. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I think people working for mutual benefit is not in any way counter to the left-hand path. I think some of the most immature people are the people who are like fucking the people who are like, I only care about myself, screw the rest of you. And in a way, I'm like that. I am the center of my own universe, because what else can I be? But then again, and there are people who I know they don't give a damn about me, so fuck them. Wouldn't piss on them to put out the fire. Fuck them. Because I know they don't care, and they only have ill will toward me, so fuck them. But as far as other people are concerned, I mean, why not be empathetic? Why not be social? Why not be compassionate? Because in return, they are likely, barring leeches and stuff, but most people will end up giving something in return. Um, like you came on my Blog Talk Radio show, I get listeners. You get to plug the Cult of Cthulhu. Cool. There you go. So yeah, I mean, I think it's perfectly left hands to have a quote conscience. And personally, I think conscience is just human empathy. I don't believe in any sort of objective right and wrong. Um, Now, subjective right and wrong, well, they're ideas. It exists, but only as ideas, in my opinion. Okay, as for the octaves, I don't quite understand where you're coming from and what your associations are. That's fine. But it sort of reminds me of Timothy Leary's 8 Circuit Consciousness. And I'm also reminded of how K-Whites see this chakra system, as you have the 7 chakras. And there are different systems. Some people believe in 5 chakras and so on and so forth. But you have the 7 main chakras, plus you have an 8th chakra above the crown chakra, which is the color octarine. And octarine is its own color, and the practitioner ends up viewing it however they see, however they see chaos, however they see a color that is its own color. Some people might see black or clear or white. I actually see like clear black. Some people might see silver, or some people might see their favorite color. It just kind of the whole point is that it's going to depend on the practitioner what octarine is, and yeah, I see kind of clear black. It's kind of odd, but anyway. You are probably aware of the Kundalini energy, and lots of left-hand people are into the Kundalini energy, raising the Kundalini, and I have actually had an experience that was very similar to a Kundalini experience, and may have been, and it was when energy shot up from the base of my spine into my heart chakra, but it didn't go any higher than the heart chakra. So that was pretty interesting. What I did to induce it was I was fighting with my mom. Anyway. And that's about all I can think of to say. And I should get back to actually what I am doing. Link in the description to the video that I'm responding to, and subscribe to the iCore. The Cult of Cthulhu, if you haven't heard of it, it's not a parody religion. If you're into left-hand path occultism, whether you're a theist or not, or a pantheist or whatever, you're going to find something interesting, especially if you are into H.P. Lovecraft. So go watch the video, and this is just filler now. I need a cool sign off. Awake! Yeah, we have a lot of sleepers in this world, don't we?